Sun Devil Shawn Anthony Totri, joined as always, or as of late, the one, the only, the zesty Shawn DePaz himself. We've got Leah behind the Mac, DJ Leah. She's just vibing to the intro music back there, man. Oh my goodness, we've got a lot to get into today. We've got Hot or Not at the end of the program, and in the middle of the program, we're going to give you guys our final thoughts on the Arizona State Fresno State. Before we actually get into our prediction, that's coming a little bit later. First, though, Jalin Conyers. He's not going to be playing.
Yeah, that sucks.
Jalin Conyers not going to be playing. DeCarlos Brooks is not going to be playing. Definitely a tough look for the Sun Devils going at this point. Do we have the audio? Okay, we've got the audio. No, all good. So yeah. Just to clarify everything we got going on today, we've got Hot or Not at the end, predictions in the middle, and we're going to start things off by just taking a look at a clip from the high point that I want to get on as it relates to tight end Jalin Conyers. Obviously, like we said, he's not going to be playing. DeCarlos Brooks is not going to be playing. Emmett Bull is done for the season per Kenny. And, they're still suffering some other injuries along that offensive line. There is some more surprises that I think some people will see tomorrow on the field. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what those are, but you heard it here. You're going to see something. You're going to see something that you might not expect. And it's going to be unique. It's going to be interesting. But regardless, however the game plays out tomorrow, I think a lot of people want to see Arizona State put together a strong second half.
Yeah. I think that's, even if they lose, I think the most important thing is that they look like a football team for the second half, especially if they have a good first half. If they have a good first half, everyone is going to be watching, looking to see how they come out in the second half. Definitely need. I think almost more important than winning the game is putting together a good second half, just to silence that narrative that's starting to creep in, I guess.
No, absolutely. So this is what Jalin Conyers had to say about the team's second half struggles last night on the high point.
I think the biggest thing, is just adjusting. I think it was part of it. I think coming into the second half of both games, we kind of had our game plan set to what we wanted to do. I think I think both teams did a really good job of making adjustments to us, to what our plan was, the plan of attack was. And I think that's just kind of on us as an offense in general to just kind of switch it up a little bit and get into things that are going to be a little bit different and not necessarily give the same looks every time. So I think that's going to be one of the biggest parts of it. I think the offense is obviously I still think we're top 10, top 15 offense of the country. I think we've kind of just had our struggles to kind of get into. And you got to understand, when you have a true freshman quarterback that's, kind of getting used to the game fives and everything like that, trying to figure everything out, So I think we're just trying to figure small stuff like that out. I think, it's just a work in progress where, we're only in our third game of the season. So, it should be starting to get figured out right by now. But I just think in terms of offense, I think it's just something we got to figure out, just get adjustments down and be ready to go. Coaches have a good game plan. We kind of just have to execute. It's going to be this week. It's kind of, I think it's going to show very well that we kind of got ready to make adjustments and do some different things.
This is a tough situation because we're talking about this team needing to find some consistency and some life in the second half. But now that you look at it on paper, and we knew that Jalin wasn't going to be playing this week from pretty much day one of practice this week. But you take a look at two of these pieces on the offense that they're going to be without, right? Jalin Conyers, old reliable number 12 that he finds ways to get open, and he does things that he should not be able to do at his size. So that's definitely going to be not an issue, but it's definitely going to be a missing component of the ASU offense. Yeah. And then you miss DeCarlos Brooks, a change of pace running back that has really, really put together a strong first couple of games for ASU. So my question to you, Shawn, is without a change of pace back like DeCarlos Brooks and without arguably your go-to target in Jalin Conyers, how does ASU find success? How do they make up for the loss of these two guys?
To a certain extent, I think it's a next man up thing. I think we've heard pretty good things about guys like Bryce Pierre and Matthias Winston, obviously, and then Tevin White. I think you're gonna get to see some guys have an opportunity to step up, and they're gonna have to if the team's gonna be good. But then also, obviously, it's not like those are the only playmakers. You've got X and EKB, who both need to have big games, particularly X, because I think people don't really know, especially after his big drop last week. I think I think he needs to show people that he is what I thought he was going to be, which is the best receiver on this team. So it's going to be, I mean, it's all just guys needing to step up. The starters that are normally starters are going to have to, take a little bit of that load off, and then these backups that are going to have to step up. Obviously, in the case of DeCarlos Brooks, his role was minimal, but it was still important, right? So, Tevin, and I think Tevin and BP specifically are going to really need to step up and kind of make it like you're not really missing anything.
Yeah,
which is going to be hard because Jalen fucking.
Well, yeah, you're missing Jalin and you're missing D'Lo. You're missing guys that not only are such valuable pieces of this team, but you're missing guys that have so much experience.
Yeah.
As well, right? Like this is a Fresno State team that Jalin talked about last night on the High Point. That they don't do anything super flashy. They don't do anything that is really going to blow you away. But what they do is on offense and on defense, they've got 11 guys that are bought into what they're doing at Fresno State, and they are doing it at a really really high level. And that's why they have the second longest active win streak in college football behind Georgia. So it's a
bulldog thing.
It's going to take everything that Arizona State has to go out there and to get the job done. I think against Fresno State, I do certainly think they're capable. I've been saying all week that I think Arizona State matches up better than they have in the past against Fresno State. And I've said that knowing that Jalin Conyers was not going to be playing this week.
Yep.
So I don't think this really moves the needle too much for me. Again, there's going to be some interesting things that I think fans may raise their eyebrows out when they check out the game tomorrow. But we'll obviously see what happens. Regardless, though, Sean, whoever's out there for ASU that's not hurt, they're going to be rocking some sick-ass fucking uniforms.
They're so cool.
They are so damn
First off,
good.
You give me Sparky, and I'm bought in.
Oh, yeah. The Sparky helmet. Let's go ahead and roll the video. The Sparky helmet that they have is absolutely filthy. And shout out to creative team here with JoJo.
White.
Oh my gosh, the white on white is so
the helmet is so filthy. The Sparky on the white helmet with the maroon face mask goes insane. That's just, we got some of the best colors in all of college sports. It's just the fact of the matter. And we got one of the best logos in all of college sports and some of the best branding in all of college sports.
JoJo, if this is how JoJo goes out, like he's got good drip. This is good on-field drip.
Yeah, I love the wrist, like the shooter sleeves.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, that helmet is disgusting. That helmet is disgusting.
I would like to see them rock that with some all white, like just.
That's what I'm saying.
But I still love it.
That or go the opposite direction, go like super yellow, like the super yellow that they have.
I'm not a fan of the yellow.
No, even with those white helmets, you don't think?
No.
I think that would be sick. I think that would be so damn sick.
I'd like to see. I mean, do a little like Halloween vibes and go all black with the white helmet, black face mask. You go hard. But I mean, I like this one. I love this one.
How would you rate this compared to the other uniforms that we've seen so far?
Ooh, I mean, I think
some jersey power rankings here.
This is tough. I'm putting week one last, to be quite honest. I just think it's kind of the most basic one. It's tough because the black unis are like, those black unis are my favorite. And those, I think I gotta put week two at the top still, because when you combine, you got the iridescent helmet. It's just, the only reason this is close is because of the Sparky.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the Sparky, which is the best, like that helmet is the best one we've had. But
yes,
you put it all together with the uniforms, it's a close second. But I think I gotta put the black with the ghosted Arizona flag. Like those uniforms go hard.
Okay, what about the jersey release videos? How do you rank those? So you got the mine one.
Yeah, the mine one.
You got the blackout,
the motorcycle heist thing,
and
then this one. I'm gonna. Ooh.
The mine is number one.
The mine has got to be one.
The mine is number one.
But I love the mysterious package drop motorcycle thing.
Vibes.
Yeah, like I love that one. This one was cool, but I mean, this one was a little more. They didn't go out and they didn't go anywhere crazy like they did with the first two. This was just at the facility, which I mean is fine. I by no means am expecting them to do all that stuff they've been doing these first 2 weeks every week, but yeah, that mine video week one, they came out swinging, dog.
Dude, that video,
they came out swinging.
I'm excited to see what they do for the Colorado game.
Yes,
that's gonna be.
Well, yeah, and we know they've got more unis, right? Like to see what they do for the glow in the dark uni is going to be very interesting.
Oh, absolutely. We got Ralph in the chat. The chin strap mustache is the only negative to these unis. Absolutely. And one more thing for everybody listening on audio and everybody in the chat. Go check out Ralph's latest piece at gophnx.com. Headline, Truffle Fries, the Da Vinci Code, in Arizona State's quarterback?
I love truffle fries. And I love Arizona State's quarterback. I've not read or seen the Da Vinci Code, but I feel like it's one of those things where it's like it messes with your head, right?
Yeah.
And that's my kind of movie.
Did you see?
It's a good book
I've
and
heard,
movie.
yeah.
Did you see where the truffle fries thing comes from?
No, I did not.
So it was in Kenny's presser. Kenny Dillingham pulled his Bess Herm impression and related something to something completely different. And he
Like
was talking
recess?
about just what makes truffle fries so great is like their use of truffle oil, right? And his wife, I guess at dinner, was talking about how like the truffle oil is like whatever it is, like makes the fry so expensive, so good, whatever. And he was equating it to like the offense, right? And he's like, you can't put that truffle oil on everything.
Yeah.
Like you got to do it at the right time. And so go read that piece. Anything that Ralph puts out is A1. So definitely go check it out, guys. Another thing that you should definitely go check out is Wink, because it's Friday, which means the weekend is here and it's time to vibe. Okay. And the best vibe is the vibe when you're high, but you're not so high that you can still function and do things. In Wink, it is the absolute.
Because you've been on the wrong end of that before.
I have. No, I have. And quite frequently, actually. So don't do as I do.
Be responsible.
Yes. Get yourself some Wink, guys. It's a seltzer with just a wink of THC. And they've got some really, really dope flavors. I think the black cherry is probably my favorite.
Listen, I like lime. I like water with a little bit of lime on it, and that's what this is. It's seltzer with a little bit of lime in it.
Yeah, guys, it's available
subtle
in either 2.5 milligram or 5 milligram cans. You can find Wink right here in Arizona. Look for Wink at all Sunday Goods dispensaries in the Valley and Botanica Dispensary in Tucson. They're now in 12 states nationwide and even recently launched online ordering and home delivery to about a dozen others. To find the fastest way to get your hands on one, go to drinkwink.com.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, my favorite part of the week is Sundays. I wake up, crack open a Wink, open my laptop, put on Fubo, watch some Red Zone on one screen, and then my other screen I'm gonna watch just the Cardinals game because obviously the Cards got to get special single screen treatment. Bird Gang till I die.
Bird Gang.
But obviously, that morning cannot happen without our good friends over at Fubo, because they are I promise you, I'm being honest. They are my preferred way to watch sports because you can record it and just like rewind things if you need to rewatch stuff, which not everything. I don't know. There's so many streaming services, or not streaming services, not like Netflix, but like things that are streaming live video.
Yeah.
Where they don't let you rewind it.
Yeah.
Why? You've just shown it to me, and you have the bar on the bottom.
Show me again.
You have the bar on the bottom that suggests I should be able to grab the little dot and move it back and rewind.
Yeah.
You can't with the good folks over at Fubo. Best way to watch sports, because they got it all, right? Like I said, they got Red Zone. You can watch college football. You can watch golf on there. The Ryder Cup is going. USA, baby. USA. Tennis, soccer, anything you want. If you're a sports person, you need Fubo. So check them out. You can watch all your favorite college football and NFL, like I said, with Fubo. Go to www.fubotv.com/PHNX to sign up for 15% off your first month of Fubo Pro.
Do it. Sean.
Fubo Pro. Get it in your computer.
Or your televisions.
Or your
I know the ad's over, but like legit, so we've been talking about Fubo a lot. I just logged in to Fubo for the very first time.
Called me Sunday morning being like, what's the Fubo
Saturday
login?
morning. Because I wanted to watch some of the college
Iowa
games.
State game. Yeah.
And when I logged in, I did not realize like legit how many different things and channels and all the stuff that's over on Fubo.
Literally, like it's yeah. No. Like if you're watching sports, it genuinely like
it's elite.
You need it. All
right. We need to talk a little bit. Arizona State, Fresno State. Last final thoughts and recommendations to Sun Devil Nation before we get to our predictions. Sean, we've been talking about the matchup all week long. We've talked about the Fresno State offensive line and how we feel like Clayton Smith and BJ Green maybe have a little bit of an edge this week. We've talked about the size of the Fresno State receiving core, how it is. Exactly. They are much smaller than a lot of the wideouts that ASU has faced to this point, and a lot of them that they will see
much smaller than
throughout
our
the rest
defensive
of
backs.
the season. Much smaller.
Including our small-ass defensive back, D Ford.
There you go. When your smallest defensive back has a height advantage.
3 inches on their best receiver.
That's pretty wild, to be honest with you. It is definitely, the speaker just went crazy.
Speaker just turned off and it made a weird noise.
And then we've also talked a little bit about the second half struggles for this team and how they need to figure it out this week. Otherwise, Sun Devil Nation definitely has something to be concerned about moving forward. What are your thoughts, I guess, just on this game. Final thoughts before that game takes place tomorrow.
I mean, we mentioned it kind of off the top, but they need to come out guns blazing in the second half. Like, is that? And then, I mean, I think at times, if they want to be aggressive and stuff on fourth down still, here for it. I just hope the play calling becomes less predictable.
Yeah, because that's not changing.
That's not changing, right? We saw it was so obvious, right? When Jalin lined up behind center, everyone in the stadium knew it was coming.
Yeah.
When Cam lines up behind or in the shotgun in the wild scat, everyone knows what's coming. And oftentimes, like you saw on a couple of occasions where it didn't matter, right? Especially with Scat, like he's just such a fucking missile of a human being that it's hard to take him down regardless. But yeah, I would like to see. I don't want to see them be more conservative. I just want to see the play calling. If anything, I want to see them be less conservative. I want to see the play calling be less predictable, including those fourth down opportunities. But yeah, and also LTC saying it. They need to start fast. Like they need to come in and they need to tell like.
Statement.
Because we saw, I feel like we felt that way at the very beginning of the Southern Utah game, where it's like they came out, we're like, oh damn, okay, yep, they're here, they're gonna come out and kick ass.
No, yeah, you're right.
I mean, obviously that's not how the game ended, but I want to feel that in a game that doesn't get rained out for 2.5 hours. Like I would like to see them come out and first drive put up points.
No,
and
you're
be
right.
Like, yep, and then first defensive drive get a stop and be like, okay, now we're playing this game. We're playing this game with the lead.
Fuck a second half. I want to see 60 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see 60
start,
minutes.
fast middle, fast finish.
Exactly. And I think that's what the coaches got to be preaching, right? Is like, we can't get caught up in the first half, the second half, whatever. Adjustments are going to be made. Not every drive is going to be a 90-yard touchdown drive that ends in 2 minutes. Yeah. It's just simply not going to happen.
I think it's important to recognize that they recognize that there's a second problem. Because like that, I know it's like how... When you're this team last week... There's no reason to be like, we have a second half problem, right? Because the 1 second half that you've played.
Sean's mic. Oh, never.
Okay,
there we go.
I don't know. We got technology issues all the time. But like this time last week, it's like you're not expecting, or you the only second half that you've had so far, right, is that weird second half against Southern Utah. Now they're coming into this game being like, we need to do something in the second half because now there's an apparent trend. So I think they're going to come with a sense of urgency that you did not see last week, particularly in that second half. But they need to play up. They need to play a complete game.
Yeah, Will in the chat. 60 Minutes is kind of boring though. Decent storytelling though. Thanks, Will. Appreciate that. I've actually never watched 60 Minutes, but no, you need to silence the haters, because if you don't do it now. Because it's going to be much more difficult when you have a pattern like this and people are saying you're a second half team or people saying that you don't know what you're doing offensively, and then you go play USC.
Yeah, because USC is going to come out fast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And if you are down by a possession, or something like that going into the second half, well then all of a sudden it's like, and you've had now 3 straight bad second halves. You're going to feel good about that?
No.
Like you're going to feel good going into the second half against USC? So it's by no means a get-right game in terms of them playing an opponent that's significantly worse than them, because that's certainly not the case. But it is a get-right game in the sense that this is an opponent that you should be able to compete with. And if you come out and have a good, like you need to come out and have a good game so you have something positive to build off of going into USC. Because as of right now, they don't have a whole lot of positive to build off of. Because like even the first halves that haven't been terrible, especially against Oklahoma State, were by no means blowing you away either. So,
but defensively, I will say, this is
I was looking at it from an offensive perspective. Yes, for sure. The defense needs to just keep doing what they're doing, more or less.
I would like to see some more turnovers, or just turnovers in general.
That's what I was going to say, and I know we're going to get into our predictions at some point. I'm predicting a defensive touchdown for Arizona State in this game. Yes, or our defensive or special teams. I think they need to make plays, right? Like they obviously the defense has did good things against the Oklahoma State game, but they didn't force any turnovers, and they haven't really had any kind of like big plays from special teams or anything like that. Like I want to see someone other than the offense put points on the board, and I think you're going to. We talked at the beginning of the week with Caleb, right? Quarterback who can be late in some of his in getting the ball to the receivers and some of the routes, can float the ball a little bit. We've talked about how the secondary needs to step up because they struggled a little bit last week.
They have a size advantage.
Like they need to go make a play. Go get a turnover, go put points on the board, and do it right away. Start, defer, score a defensive touchdown on the first drive. Give your offense the lead right away. Obviously, that's a big ask. But
3 and out.
Yeah, like just go make plays, dog. But
exactly.
I'm predicting a defensive touchdown today.
Well, let's go ahead and get to the predictions. Sean, what do you have happening? Oh, let's go. We're both on the same side again, man.
Listen, I mean, at some point I'm gonna have to stop being a homer. But I don't think this is me being a homer.
That might be next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not unless ASU comes out and wins like 80-3 and Rashada throws or like I don't know, Conover throws for 800 yards because they're beating them out so bad they've gone to their
fourth string quarterback.
Like that's what. Unless that happens, I'm picking USC to win week 4. But I'm not picking ASU to lose this week. Listen, man. I think they all know what they need to do. Yeah. I think they all know where the pressure's starting to mount. And I think we talked about all the reasons why this team matches up well. I think it's gonna be a close game. By no means do I think nothing about ASU through these 2 weeks suggests to me that they're gonna blow this team out because I think there is plenty of argument to be made that Fresno State is better than ASU. But I think ASU gets the job done. I think you're gonna hopefully have another good environment at Mountain America. Almost messed up there. Almost said the old name.
Depending on who you ask, if you use Mountain America Stadium, that's messing up.
Yeah, but Doug Tamaro wants us to use Mountain America, and I'm going to do whatever the fuck Doug Tamaro says.
Yeah, no, shout out Doug for just being Doug.
Being a dog.
Yeah, we got some. Glenn, that is such a gross prediction. Glenn's predicting ASU to win 17-7.
Listen, if the defense wants to hold them to 7 points,
it's just a gross score.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a game you come away from and you're like, offense still sucks.
But our defense
is
awesome.
It. Yeah, which I don't think was what people really expected coming in.
Flanagan in the chat, 27-24 Fresno State. Sad face. Clint, 28-17. Not sure if Clint is specifying Arizona State or Fresno State.
Yeah, and I don't want this to sound like if Fresno State wins, like a couple of people here are predicting, like I'm going to be like, how did this happen? Where did this come from? Like I think it's...
Actually, I want you to do that, and I want you to do it
How the hell did they lose this game?
Exactly like that.
How did this happen?
Yeah.
No, but I just think, for all the reasons we talked about, the matchup, the pressure that is starting to mount against ASU, and like we've talked about, there's going to be guys who are going to have an opportunity, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see a guy like Bryce Pierre or Messiah Swinson or Tevin White. Obviously, Tevin's a little tougher situation because the starting running back is still here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some of those guys make plays because they know that this is an opportunity, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right, we expect Jalin to be back at some point, at the very least. So BP needs to take advantage of this moment while he has it.
Yeah.
Same for Tevin.
Same way Jalin did last year.
Exactly. So I think you're going to have those guys with a little bit of kind of a chip on their shoulder show out. And so I just think there's a handful of things I think it's going to be a close game that are going to tilt and it's here, man. It's in Arizona.
It's worth a point.
So
least, right?
I think it's going to tip it what is going to be a close game in favor of the Devs.
Yeah, look, I've got ASU winning 31-30. That home field advantage giving you that one extra point for the Sun Devils. Look,
I think it's going to be close, man.
We have talked a lot, and I have been pretty firm in my idea that Arizona State should be 3-0 at the end of non-conference play. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But you look at Southern Utah, they're the better team. That's why I predict them to beat Southern Utah. You look at the Oklahoma State game. These are two teams that mirrored each other. I thought ASU was the better of the two because they had stability at quarterback. I was wrong there. And then we get to the Fresno State game, and I think ASU, the reason I predict them to win is because I've been talking all week about how I think ASU has some advantages or some matchup that they can exploit at key positions along their defensive front or in the secondary or at wide receiver for themselves, right? So if they go on to lose this game, then you will see me being much less optimistic about this team moving forward.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is a game they should win.
It's a big game.
I think they should win this game. And everybody talks about the 11-game win streak that Fresno State is on.
I mean, they're not playing Pac-12 teams.
They haven't really done a whole lot. Yes, they beat Washington State in their bowl game.
Yeah, like a win streak like that doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. I mean, it's impressive. Like I think it's worth noting, but...
Just winning 11 games in general.
In college football is hard, but it's not like those have been against the same caliber of opponents that ASU is playing. So it's a little bit different, obviously. I'm very hesitant to say they should win this game, but they need to, and they can.
This is an interesting one. Before we get to Glenn's, which I do want to get to, but Will in the chat, ASU scoring more than once is a win itself, ASU 31-17. Glenn's question, does your prediction change if Pine starts?
No.
My prediction doesn't change if it's Rashada, Pine, or Bourget.
I agree, because I don't think the quarterback is not really why. I have faith in all of these quarterbacks to execute whatever the coaches put in front of them, right? I don't think necessarily, obviously at times, but by and large, Rashada's execution isn't necessarily the problem. There's a variety of things. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I don't really think it changed. I think the reason why I think ASU is going to win this game is because the matchups they have in other places.
Yeah, I think they win regardless. Now, the score may look a little different.
But even that, I don't think, like, I think at the end of the day, the potential to Rashada of all three quarterbacks has the highest potential to be explosive. And so I don't have like an explosive offensive performance on my prediction. I think they're going to score 24 points. I think this offense still has work to do, right? I think it would be a little unrealistic to see them jump from, regardless of who's at quarterback, to jump from what we've seen for the first 2 weeks to all of a sudden putting up 30, 40 points. Or not 30. I have them scoring 28, I guess. But
you have a bold prediction for this game?
My bold prediction is the defense is going to score a touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah, I think defense is going to have to make a play. They are going to be bigger, faster, stronger against a quarterback that has problems throwing the ball. I think the defense is going to make a big play. I feel confident the defense is going to force a turnover, but let's see them return it to the house.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Clint brings up a good point. You can't lose to Fresno, then play USC next week.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, man.
Yeah, because then I know you play Cal the following week, but then you're staring down the barrel of a 1-3 season, and it's not good.
Well, yeah, right. Because like we talked about this at length yesterday. Cal is the only game left in their schedule they'll be favored in, if that one, because we don't know what things are going to look like at that point. So on paper, like it's very tough sledding ahead if they can't figure out a way to win this game. I mean, it is regardless, right? Like, even if they win this game and they win all the games they're favored in, they've won 3 games on the year. And that's, I don't want to say that anything is a failure this year, but it's not any kind of rousing success. So, yeah, you need some momentum right now, because it is not going to come next week against Southern California.
Yeah, and you never know. You never know what a win.
That's all. But also, yeah, this team beat Washington last year.
Yeah.
So, like,
with 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. So, like, I don't.
They're actually still the last
football.
team to beat Washington.
That's crazy. That is crazy. But it's college football, man. You can never really tell. But yeah.
Well, look, my bold prediction is you're going to have a wide receiver, or you have a pass catcher go over 150 receiving yards today,
Love it.
Or tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to be EK. I don't know if it's going to be X.
I mean, Elijah has the potential to get 60 of those yards in one bubble screen.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I absolutely think you're going to get somebody specific that is going to just eat. And you might have a lot that eat tomorrow. Regardless, it's going to be fun to get another son of a football game just out there, because I know we're officially, after tomorrow's game, a quarter of the way done with the season.
Crazy, man.
That is absolutely wild. I don't know about you guys, but on our way to Mountain America Stadium tomorrow, we're going to be stopping at Circle K. Not just for the great gas, because I do need a fill up.
I do too. I got the light came on last night.
I literally, this morning, I needed gas, and I searched Circle K on the map. 1,000 popped up.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to that one. And I just went because I knew it was going to be the best gas price. And it's just so consistent. And they're literally everywhere.
Especially when you join up with the Circle K Inner Circle Club, then you get 25% off or 25 cents off a gallon. It's ridiculous.
They've got that new free membership program that Shawn just brought up. You guys can save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups and get every 6th free on a selection of Circle K products, whether that be pizza, coffee, fountain drinks, and we know they've got great deals on snacks and energy drinks inside. I stop there and get one every single day.
I might need to bring snacks tomorrow, because, listen, I got love for Sun Devil athletics, but I felt a little personally attacked. They only brought out brownies at halftime last week. Couldn't have a little halftime treat. I was sad about it because I don't like chocolate, which I know is by and large a me problem.
You know what I do?
I'm gonna bring in some snacks. I'm gonna bring some Circle K snacks. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna go to Circle K and I'm gonna stuff my backpack of utensils. So
yeah, dog. That's another thing. Hey, I'm all here for saving the environment, but these sorry ass recyclable recycled utensils they have at Sun Devil Stadium,
Mountain America.
Excuse me, Mountain America. Thank you. We average
3
between the two of us. Oh, I would say at least 4 forks. At least, because we break like this dude literally. This is not an exaggeration. He got 2 forks off rip because he knew he was going to break one. He's eating for a little bit, puts it in, breaks it, and we're like, ha ha ha. At least you got another one, puts it right back in, breaks it immediately. That's the one thing we need higher integrity. And the funniest part is you'll be in there, and then you'll be doing your own thing, and all of a sudden, like off somewhere else, you hear it, and you look over, and some other journalist has snapped their thing in half trying to eat a spicy sausage. The sausages were spicy as hell last time.
They were. The glizzies were spicy for sure. Guys, join Inner Circle K for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. JJ in the chat. Quick basketball drop from Adam Miller's IG story. Like last year, looks like men's basketball hanging preseason lists. They're not on for motivation.
Hey, it worked last year. They got to the tourney last year, dog. They got to the tourney last year.
Let's get back to the tourney.
Let's do it.
Let's get back to the tourney. Jose in the chat. Tedford will game plan for this.
Yeah, man. I do not think this is not going to be an easy game.
No. But no one's sitting here saying it's going to be an easy game.
Yeah, and Rudy also said that about Cal, and he might agree. Or he might disagree. I believe in Cal. There is no cakewalks in this conference this year other than Stanford. Who, even them.
I'm here for all the Cal and Stanford disrespect.
We are in no place to disrespect Stanford.
I am. I'm not a part of the team. I can disrespect them all I want.
Well, I guess. Fuck the Stanford tree.
There you go.
They're an ACC school, dog.
Stop it. You want to get tickets to those games and fly across the country?
Well, I mean, the ACC schools will come here.
That's true.
So
I guess
I might have to, for the memes, I'm going to have to go to a Syracuse-Stanford game. The orange versus the tree.
The orange tree?
Yeah. That would be a great random rivalry trophy.
An orange tree?
Yeah, the citrus tree bowl. They just pass back and forth the plant.
The prize can be a tree, and honestly, like trees, expensive.
Yeah,
trees
it can be
are expensive.
No, you know what would be hard? Every game, you fight over a sapling, and then you get to bring the sapling back and plant victory trees. Ooh. So like later on, like 100 years from now, you got like a fucking like 80 victory trees because you've just been dominating the. Oh, I'm such a genius,
dog. Fucking trophy case. Give me a garden.
Genius.
Give me a garden, dude.
Garden.
That was awesome.
And it helps the environment. Let's go. That goes stupid.
Also, before you get into your ad, can we talk about? Maybe this is just me. And guys, so welcome to Friday, where things just kind of go off the rails. Was it just me? But like growing up, I felt like we were gonna see far more fruit trees. Like I thought I was gonna see far more fruit trees in my life than I've seen.
Well, it's funny you say that because growing up, like as a kid, my next door neighbor was like an older gentleman and he had a pear tree. And so like all the time. I
had a pear tree
in
my backyard in Canada.
Yeah, we live in pear climate, I guess.
Yeah.
Or lived.
God, a good pear is awesome.
And shout out to all the pear.
My dad had a peach tree in his house in Western Canada.
Dude.
Victory.
And I used to go apple picking every fall.
Yeah, apple picking in the Northeast, dog.
I've never picked
Syracuse University, or it's not University. Syracuse, New York. Dude. You would thrive. You in your Chelsea boots and your flannels. You are built for a fucking. You are built
to pick apples.
Nah, to take pictures. Fuck picking apples.
Oh, okay.
There's people to do that for you. You go to take pictures in the apple orchard. And Syracuse has like one of the. It was like rated the best apple orchard in the States at one point. It's called Beacon Skiff. It's awesome. And they have like apple cider donuts that go crazy. You get like actual apple cider, which I'm you, John. They have this one drink where it's like this alcohol. They have cider, like hard cider, so you can get drunk at the apple. It's fucking awesome, dude. Apple orchards, fuck. The fall in the Northeast, fucks.
Okay, one more thing. We're just off the rails. There's an apple farm in Ontario called Chudley's, and it's so famous that Trader Joe's uses Chudley's apples to make their frozen apple desserts that you buy at Trader Joe's. So next time you go to Trader Joe's and you buy like an apple blossom, the apples are from Chudley's in Ontario. And that's my fun little nugget of the day.
Hey, the more you know. We
love
love educating people here. And while we're on the topic of educating people, let me educate you about the best damn ticketing app on the face of the planet and the moon and Jupiter and any of the other planets that exist that we haven't explored yet. I guarantee you it's the best one. The aliens don't know shit about ticketing. Not like Game Time. Yeah, get in on Game Time. Got Cardinals home opener this weekend. Obviously, ASU hosts Fresno this weekend.
$2. You can go to Game Time right now, get a ticket for an Arizona State, Fresno State football game.
I will Venmo you $2. I will give you $2.
$2.
You want to go to the game for free? I will buy you a ticket.
$2, guys.
Hit me up. I'll buy you a ticket. It's going to be one of the $2 ones. I'm not buying you 50. I'm not buying you 50-yard line.
$4.
Lower bowl.
Like,
I'm not joking. If you want to go to the ASU game tomorrow, hit me up. I will buy you tickets on Game Time.
Look how low this is.
I'm not. I am being dead. Hit me up. I'll buy you tickets on Game Time. I got $2 to spare. It's a joke.
Crazy.
It's a joke.
Is also cheap.
It almost seems unreal, but it's not, because the people at Game Time are the best. They just are. They give you great deals. So make sure you do it now. Sign up. Snag the tickets without the stress. All you got to do is download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PHNX for $20 off your first purchase. Sign up, use the code, buy a ticket for you and 9 of your friends. Seriously. $20 off. It's going to be damn near free.
That's a whole ass party, dude.
It's a whole ass party. All I'm saying. So check them out. Yeah, download that app, create the account, use code PHNX, $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest priced, guaranteed.
Will in the chat. Game Time, best ticks on Uranus out of this world. Absolutely. All right, it is Friday. Sean, you know what that means?
Or not.
It's time for more just random conversations. Leah,
something different.
Who's hot this week?
All right, this person is hot this week because they really stepped up for me yesterday. Sorry, Totri. Yes.
What did I do yesterday?
Because I was off and you did a lot of stuff that I would have normally done.
I mean, we didn't have a show yesterday. I just edited a short. I appreciate the love nonetheless. I appreciate it.
That you're hot this week.
I mean, I'm always hot, but I appreciate it. I just, I want you to have your flowers too. I didn't do all that much. But thank you.
Okay. Are you ready for the first topic?
I am.
Okay. Topic number 1, hot or not, whitewater rafting.
Not hot. We were built without gills and without wings for a reason. Keep me on dry land.
I feel like
I hate being in the water as it is, let alone treacherous
whitewater
waters.
rafting, you're going fast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I think it's hot. I think it's awesome.
Let me be clear. I'm a coward, and that is why it's not hot. I think in theory, like, it's, doing adventurous shit, sure, but I am a baby. I don't like things that make me feel scared.
No, that I feel like is so awesome. I just am small, so I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't like anything. It's almost to the coward point of like, I just don't want to be flung.
I just don't want to die.
I don't want to be flung from things.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's something I can be flung from.
I just hate that feeling of like, you ever get like pushed in a pool or something, and you get that feeling of like you don't know which way is up. You're like in the water, and you're like, I
can swim.
Well, no. But I'm saying when you get like first pushed in a pool, if I can float in a pool, like I'm not gonna fucking drown if I step in anything above 4 feet. But I'm saying you get pushed in a pool, you're like disoriented, and you're like, that's what I feel like. That's just, I feel like the entire experience of, you're just waiting for that. You're gonna get thrown in, and it's not calm water.
That's fair.
I'm out.
I mean, I think it's hot. I think it's hot for everybody that's not going to get flung from.
Yeah, it can be hot for you, but it's cold for me personally.
That's fair.
I'm not doing it anymore. I will never water raft.
I know we're off to a good start when we disagree on something here.
All right. Next topic, hot or not, vintage shirts that aren't actually vintage.
What does that mean? Like,
you go to buy a t-shirt, it's like a brand new t-shirt at like Target, and it's supposed to be like vintage, but it's like not actually.
Oh, like it looks worn.
Yeah, but it's
like vintage band shirts.
Yeah,
that you would buy.
but it's not actually vintage.
Yeah, it's just like it was.
It was like mass produced.
Yeah,
not hot. I'm not in on it, to be honest.
I can't sit here and say not hot because I wear them. Like, I have my Eazy-E shirt and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'll say hot. I mean, it's not as hot as an actual vintage shirt, but like, I think it just looks better. Like when something's worn a little more.
I just don't like it. It's like a knockoff.
But I mean,
Right?
it's like,
Is it not?
It's not a knockoff.
It is though, because it's not vintage.
But it's not pretend. It's like ripped
It
jeans.
is.
It's like buying ripped jeans. It's like
No, because when you buy ripped jeans, they're ripped.
yeah, no, fuck you, Totri.
Fuck you. It's this,
Tell Glenn to go fuck
how are
himself.
they the same?
Because why is it a knockoff?
Because it's trying to sell you something that it's not.
Exactly. The whole point of ripped jeans.
is that there's rips in them.
Yeah, because
There are rips in them.
man-made rips. It's just like the shirt pretending to be vintage. It's pretending to be worn distressed jeans. Like that's distressed jeans, for example. That's the whole. They're man distressed. Like the point of them is they mechanically make them look worn and old. That's just it's the style. And so like you could be like that's not my style. That's fine, but it's like. That's just fashion. It's cyclical. It's pretending to be something it's not.
Nah, fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
What's your name? Tony. Fuck you, Tony.
Well, so far you guys have disagreed on both,
Yeah.
so this is fun. Because I hate when you guys agree on all three. Okay, well the last one, hot or not, this one's relevant this week.
Oh boy.
The Roman Empire.
Hot
as
shit, baby. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Woo! Dude, somebody
Julius
asked me the other
Caesar?
day. They asked me yesterday. They were like, when was the last time you thought about the Roman Empire? And I had seen the trend, and Emma had put it in the chat. Legitimately, yesterday, outside of the trend, I thought of the Roman Empire.
Well, it was funny because Leah had brought it up the other day, and I had not seen that trend, so I didn't know it was a thing. And literally the day before, the Roman Empire would come up on the D-Back show. Like, I genuinely do think about it once a week. It comes up in some form. Like, my barber is in Rome right now. And he was at the Colosseum, Roman Empire. Like, it comes up relatively
At
frequently.
least once a week.
Yeah.
At least, I sent out a tweet from the Sun Devil account yesterday that said Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah. You brought up, yeah. It's been brought up every day this week, actually, I think, here.
Seriously, I have thought of Rome 3 times this week.
Listen,
4th if you include
the Roman
this.
Empire is cool as shit.
Everything that we have, they did is Rome.
It's
Everything.
the whole phrase. Rome, anything that's great is compared to two things. It's compared to either Rome or Mecca. Like those two things, it's like it wasn't built in a day, or it's the Mecca. Like, yeah, nah.
I am more concerned if you never think of the Roman Empire, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If you go for I can't go a month. I don't think I have ever, since I learned what the Roman Empire was, I'm not sure if I've gone a month without thinking of it at least one time.
And see, you think like people are saying like, oh, I haven't thought about it. You think that, but I think you probably come close to interacting with it more than you think.
Caesar salad.
Caesar Palace.
Everything.
We ate a Caesar salad last Saturday.
You
I
like
had
sports?
salad.
Do you like sports? You know where sports started, motherfuckers?
The Olympics? That's Greece, actually. So ignore all
The
of
Roman
that.
Empire.
Ignore all of that. That's Greece. It's not the Roman Empire at all. But for the same reason, the Greeks are dope. And the Romans are dope. It's cool history shit. They had fake gods, and they had like 80 of them. And if you wanted to be king, you just killed the man.
The Romans,
and you put on the crown.
The
and you
Romans
became
were
king. That's hard
gladiators,
as
right?
shit.
The Romans were the gladiators and shit.
Yes.
No, absolutely. I seriously don't know how people go an entire week without thinking about it at least one time.
Have you ever seen the movie? You ever seen what is it? Oh, Gladiator, yeah. With I was thinking of Joaquin Phoenix, and I was thinking it was like Caesar or something like that, but the movie it's not about him. It's just about the gladiator. But yeah, that's just dope as fuck. Pompeii? Motherfuckers got buried by a volcano.
Roman Empire.
That's hard.
Listen to
Hot
the song
as hell.
Pompeii by Bastille.
Didn't they kill Jesus?
Hot as hell. Who?
The Romans.
Depends on who you
Yeah, I think it
guess.
depends on who you
But
ask.
like in the Bible, wasn't it the Romans?
I don't know.
I went to we went to Catholic school, dog. We should know this.
I've kind of blocked out
Yeah,
that
that's
whole
true.
time
That's
period,
true.
man.
All
Glenn,
I'm
football
saying
pretty
is
much
they're
gladiators.
relevant, dog. They're relevant. They're all over the place. You ever go to Olive Garden?
Rome.
You ever have pizza?
Rome.
You ever watch Jim Rome?
Rome.
In the name, dog! Fuck out of here. You think about it all the time. The Roman Empire is goated.
Think about it. Every single fucking day. It's the same as us thinking about Shady Rays every single day. I'm sure there's a Roman Empire tied to sunglasses. You just got to look hard.
They probably invented them.
You think the Romans invented
Ah,
sunglasses?
fuck it. They invented so much other shit. They might have.
You're right. Somebody in Rome definitely just did this one time and
Imagine
my
Julius
God.
Caesar with fucking Shady Rays on. Hard. Motherfucker wouldn't have got stabbed in the back by Brutus.
Well,
At 2 Brutus? At 2, what is it? At 2 Brutus, right? Brute? Yeah. At 2 Brute?
Guys, Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear.
And we know insane.
Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they told us they're going to send you guys a brand new pair. No questions asked. Okay?
How often do you think like their customer support gets a call and it's like, hey, so I lost my glasses. Can I get a replacement? Yeah. Can I just get your order number? So you ordered these glasses yesterday. How'd you manage that?
And they're like, you said no questions.
Yeah, you said no questions. You said no questions. I'm not asking questions.
I got two words.
I'm just curious.
It's actually, you know what? Let's role play this real quick. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm calling you. You're Shady Rays.
Yes.
Okay?
Hello, Shady Rays. How can I help you?
Yeah. So I actually broke my sunglasses. I was wondering if I could get a new pair.
Yeah. Can you just give me your order number?
Yeah. It is P42.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sir, are you sure that's right? It says you ordered these glasses yesterday?
Yeah, that's true. 2 words. Roman Empire.
I got you. We got a new pair in the mail.
Guys, exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code PHNX for 50% off 2+ pairs of sunglasses. Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
The Roman Empire, dude.
Jay Norvell loves his Shady Rays.
True. Hey, cannot fucking Dion got his team all got sunglasses. If he was smart, he would have gotten them from Shady Rays. And I was gonna say if he's smart, he'd bet on BetMGM, but that would get him suspended.
Yeah, that would be real
If
illegal.
you are a professional or collegiate athlete, don't use BetMGM. But if you are a fan of professional or collegiate athletes, get your ass on BetMGM because it's the best way to watch sports when you got a little money invested in it. They genuinely are the best. I love BetMGM. They're always giving out bonus bets, free offers. Espo last night, we're just giving out $10 bonus bets yesterday. Espo took his, put it on per my advice, thank you very much. Put it on TJ Hawkinson, anytime touchdown score, won $100.
That's money.
Free money. Literally free money that he won on BetMGM.
Let me know what you think of this, okay? Because they did give me a $10 free bet yesterday. And I'm in my head, anytime someone gives me free money, I'm not like, how can I make this profitable? How can I turn this $10 into 20 and then cash it out? I'm like, how can I change my life with $10?
Oh yeah, no.
So I put together a 10-leg NFL parlay.
I love it.
Okay, you tell me what you think about this. It's not life-changing money, but it's 10 to win like $700. Okay, the first leg, Eagles money line. Second leg,
Cash.
Chargers at the Titans.
Okay.
I got the Packers at plus money over the Falcons.
Okay.
I've got Seattle plus 4.5 versus the Lions. That one's going to be a little sweaty.
Ooh.
I've got the Bills money line.
Okay.
I got the money line.
I was gonna say the spread. If you said the spread, I would have been
Chiefs
worried.
money line. That feels free to me. There's no way they start
Who are they
0-2. The Jags.
Oh.
They don't start 0-2.
Yeah, that right there is the only reason I think they're going to win that game. It's just because the Chiefs don't start.
That's fair. That's fair. I've got the Ravens plus 3.5 against the Bengals. It's a divisional game. I like them in a field goal.
Yeah, I like that.
I got Niners money line over the Rams. I've got Cowboys money line over the Jets. Sorry, Zach Wilson.
Yes.
And I got the Dolphins money line in primetime against McCorkle Jones and company.
Yeah, literally the only one that worries me is the Lions, and honestly the Chiefs a little bit. But
at plus 7,000 odds,
I mean, the Chiefs worry me. But if you betting on the Chiefs winning is what's worrying me about your parlay, that's pretty damn good parlay.
Then we're looking good, guys. BetMGM.
BetMGM, and if you want to tell Totri, get on BetMGM. Download the BetMGM Sportsbook app on iOS or Android, or visit BetMGM.com and sign up with code PHNX. Sign up and deposit at least $10 into your newly created account. Place a wager in the account of at least $10 at standard odds price. Once you have placed a qualifying bet, of course, my computer wants to go to sleep as I'm trying to read this, and then take forever to come back up. Once you place a qualifying bet, you will receive $200 in bonus bets, regardless of the outcome of your wager. So if you're a big loser like Totri, what? But if you're a big loser like the Romans ended up being, like Caesar, like the people of Pompeii, you'll still win your money. Is it too soon? Sorry. Hand up.
Great song.
I don't know
by
what I'll
Bastille.
put on this headset again. What'd you say?
Great song by Bastille. Pompeii?
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, there you go.
But if you close your eyes. Sign up for BetMGM. Use bonus code PHNX. Place your first bet for your first BetMGM sportsbook wager through BetMGM Sportsbook mobile application of at least $10. You will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly in additional winnings, regardless of your wager's outcome. Check the show notes for full details. And now listen to Big Pokey talk about the disclaimer.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., New York, or Ontario.
Guys, that is going to do it for our Friday show. We appreciate you all for sticking around for the football talk and then the shenanigans for the other 75%. Seriously, guys, we really, really do appreciate you guys. If you could leave a like, I'd appreciate you even more.
We call them attaboys on the D-back show.
We call them attaboys?
Attaboys.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Thanks. Please don't do that.
I wasn't going to
feel
actually
real small when you do that.
Well, it's more like we're dogs. It's like good boy.
That's not better. It's not better.
Attaboy.
At all.
Yeah, it is.
Guys, guess what? There's going to be an Arizona State football game tomorrow, which means there's going to be a PHNX Sun Devils post-game show tomorrow.
True.
I expect all of you to be there for the fun. Post-game shows are unlike anything that you are going to see anywhere else. Huh?
Especially when they win.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be, because then you're going to get to listen to our music, and the music is so damn good. God, we're going to need it. We're going to need that music more this season. Then I'm just excited for basketball when we play that. Maybe
because like basketball, they could be bad and you'll still hear it a few times. Like if ASU is bad this year, you might not hear it again. Which
that'd be so sad. But it's a good thing our lost music isn't that bad. Our lost music kind of like it's I mean that's exactly the best way to put it, guys. If you liked our content, if you didn't, or if you're somewhere in between, just real quick, follow us at PHNX _Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow this man right here at Shawn _DePaz.
Ski as always.
And talking about the Romans as always as well. We're going to see you guys tomorrow for a post-game show. You little devils, we're going to see you there. But for now,
you little devils.
Peace.